Come here, doggy. Come here, doggy, dog. Hey, doggy. Hey, doggy. Like slow moving cold fronts. Well, his skin was warmer than the look in her eye. She sat on a stool and he said, "What do you want?" She said, "Give me a love that don't freeze up inside." Said, "I have melted some hearts in my time, dear, but to sit next to you, well, I shiver and shake. And if I knew love, well, I don't think I'd be here, asking myself if I've got what it takes to melt your icy blue heart. Should I start? Turn what's been frozen for years into a river of tears. Friday night, date night. Good evening, good people. What's happening on Friday night, date night? Friday night, date night. Everybody coming in strong. We have two people on TikTok. Is that true? 2 people on TikTok. 6
no,
people.
No, it's actually just one now. It's just me.
Wow. Wonder what's up with that.
You shadow banned?
I don't know. Maybe.
I just shared it with all the irregulars. Got 5 on YouTube. Archetypal says he has no sound on YouTube. That could be a problem.
Hello.
You've got sound on TikTok. Let me check the YouTube stream.
Hello. Testing.
Yeah, you got sound.
All right, testing. Yes. It's Friday night, date night. Sound worked. Once I unmuted mine.
There we go. Now they're piling in. Well, see, the problem is you told everyone you're going to be late, so
I know everyone was out
the hot plate with the
exactly. Everyone else, they're taking their time making the nachos. What do you mean he's live? He said he was going to be late. Mm-hmm. That's the thing about AI Learning Lab. You've got to pay attention to it 24 hours a day because you just never know what's going to happen. All right, piling in. Wow. All right. I think my hair and eyebrows are sufficiently puffy to start the evening. There's just a point at which you get to a certain age, your eyebrows just are going to do their own thing. You have the Anthropic Hackathon. I think you mean the Anthropic Settlement. Ted D in New Hampshire. Used to come here many moons ago. Feel like I watched season 1 of Breaking Bad. And now I'm back to season 6. That's hilarious. Well, welcome back. Welcome back. Yeah, I'm still cooking meth in the bathtub, so that's remained constant. And I'm probably going to get banned from TikTok for saying that. So does anyone know, is TikTok still September 25th? We're out of here? Is that still the plan? Did you get stood up on date night, Kyle? Yeah, we're a little light here tonight. Oh, the September 17th, unless something changes. Standing between you and fire is insane. Standing too near you and a fire makes it clear. Your trouble to me, real trouble, can't you see? Leaning in close, smell of your perfume scares me most. Leaning away, hey, feels stronger every day. Your trouble to me, real trouble, can't you see? Let's see, good people. Let's see what's happening. Do me a favor, share the live if you have it on TikTok. You got to do your thing. You got to play your part in the community. Share this. I see someone is tapping the screen like mad. I don't know if that's Mr. IT with his little tappy tap machine. We're going to do some vibe coding tonight, I think. It could get boring as fuck. Listen, when you actually try to do something on these lives, it can get a little, yeah. Oh, do me a favor. If you are on, actually wherever you are, everybody's got a phone. Get the YouTube app and go find, hang on a sec. Let me share my screen here. Go find, wait, why did that not do that? Am I not sharing my screen? I'm sharing the screen. There we go. Not that, but that's cool. That I'm excited about. That's my new book title. But I want you to go to there on YouTube, Learning Lab -AI. And if you go there on your mobile device, you can pick any video, not this live, but any other video there, and you can hype it. There's an option to hype the video. You can do 3 a week. So do me a favor and just go hype like if you go into the live tab, you'll see the recordings of these lives in there. Just pick one. Pick like the one from last night and just hype the shit out of that thing. All right? And I mean, hype the shit out of it. Like, click it once. James Duder. I made a faux pas last night. I wanted to thank producer Brandon for the tip on Perplexity. Gareth doesn't see the hype button. Yeah, I don't know anything about it. Brandon claims that it exists, but it exists on the mobile app only, apparently, Gareth. So do you have the YouTube mobile app? Yeah, mobile app, non-live videos only. So you got to go back to last night's video, click on a non-live video in the YouTube app, and then you should see the hype button. And if you don't, then that's as much as I know. And you can do 3 per week. I'm on the mobile app. Maybe I need to update. Okay. Ah, Valerie Cox, I found it. Scroll to the right. This is awesome. I'm just asking y'all to go market my crap and you're problem solving together. I like it. Thank you. You all are awesome. All right. So I got some interesting news tonight. Anything I want to talk about here? Well, since I'm here, if you've been if you were in office hours today, you heard this, but I'm working on a book and we just did a slight shift in focus of it. It was called Feed Your Prompt. And what we've come up with is this, which is 10-person team. Feed your prompt like a producer and transform AI from a tool into your team. It's a much more clear value proposition. It's super clear, and it's like this idea of AI as an amplifier. So I'm really excited about it. So that's new and out there. If you're not a member of the AI Salon, go to community.thesalon.ai or zap the QR code if you're QR code friendly and join the salon. Just trust me, you should go do that. You should go join the salon. Increasingly, we were talking about this on office hours today, that the skill of the future is going to be people who can kind of hold a vision for something and wield a bunch of AI tools like that 10-person team, really figure out, okay, for this idea, I need to start out with a strategic, brainstormer. And then I need to do some research. And then I need to develop a business plan. And then I need to develop a marketing plan. Like someone who can wield all the different tools. Maybe I need to go visualize this as an ad mockup. Someone that knows how to do that, right? Someone that can hold the vision for the overall project and go play with all these things. How you find people that you can trust to have that kind of judgment is to be in community, and how you can establish yourself as one of the people who's got that kind of judgment is to be in a community where you're constantly engaging with other people in the community and delivering good shit. In fact, starting next Tuesday, Cindy Kuhn and I are doing a 4-week prototyping sprint where you have to be a member of the AI Salon Mastermind. And so if you go into the AI Salon, there's a subscription area called the Mastermind. It's $20 a month through 2025. We're just kicking it off this year, but if you're a part of it, you get to join the Mastermind clubs. And one of them is Cindy Kuhn's prototyping club. So she and I, starting next Tuesday, are doing a 4-week sprint where over the course of 4 weeks, you will design a mini course and that you can put out in the world, or you can put into the AI Salon and get people to learn something. Cindy Kuhn's here. Welcome, Cindy Kuhn. What's shaking? So it's a really good, first of all, it's just good to join the mastermind because you're joining with people who are kind of committed to this AI thing at a different level. And you can develop deeper relationships, but you also get access to stuff like that. So that starts next Tuesday for 4 weeks. I'm really excited about it. So yeah, Cindy Kuhn. Hang on. Wait, join the mastermind. Yeah. For the AI prototyping sprint. That's what I already said that, Cindy Kuhn. I already said that before you got here. I'm way ahead of you. Nanny boo boo. All right. I got to go. The dog is whining, so I got to go let him out. So hold please. What's up, Jeffy? cheese? Here's your food. Piece of cheese. Follow me. All right, here's the deal. The missus is out gallery hopping. The boys are upstairs, so I've got to feed Champy some cheese. So I know. Calm down. See, here's how this goes. Piece of cheese for me. Piece of cheese for the dog. Piece of cheese for me. Piece of cheese for the dog. All right. Are you happy, fatty? Huh? Look up. There you go. All right. You good? Here. All right, go lay down. That's it. All right. So that's the salon. Cheese for Champy. Oh, I was celebrating with you. I'm joining. Okay, let's see. I saw a woman on TikTok who calls herself the chief influencer.
Hey,
Cindy
Kyle.
Coon! Cindy
We got Cindy in
Coon!
the house.
So that's the salon. Cheese for Champy.
Wait.
Celebrating with you. I'm joining.
Someone's got to turn
Oh,
on.
Cindy, you got to mute the live feed. We're a little bit behind. Whoa. Don't do
There we
that.
go. Hey, Cindy Coon.
Wait, Kyle. Well, before I think we're good. But the most important question is: did you save any cheese for Source Camp?
No, Source Camp's on her own for cheese. I'm not delivering cheese to Dallas. Cindy Coon, what's happening, man?
Hi, now you can see I'm in a hotel. Remember?
Oh yeah. Okay, so you've got you've got to tell the good people what the hell happened to your internet. This is awesome. So if you don't know, Cindy Coon lives on the top of a mountain in where? New Mexico?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. And here's the thing, folks. Mountain living is special kind of life. We've made our decision to be here, and sometimes we have to manage it and deal with it. So what happened this week is we were in a vortex of lightning strikes, which struck a tree right next to our house, traveled into our house, and took out my internet router. And it's not like I live in a place where I can just run over to Best Buy and get it. We have to order everything, and the flying sheep come only once a week. So I literally rented a hunting cabin hotel in my little town just to have internet to work this weekend.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and I even got, I swear to God, it's so crazy. I got a Harry Potter, something happened. The lightning struck my forehead. So
Really? You got like personally zapped?
Yeah, I got cut down the forehead. I don't know if you can see it.
Wow.
Yeah, crazy. And then the other crazy
Wait,
thing,
was that September 4th?
No, it was September 1st.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because September 4th, apparently, according to someone on TikTok, so if it's someone on TikTok, you know it's true.
It's true.
But apparently on September 4th, we jumped timelines. So we're apparently in a new timeline. So I'm just wondering if the lightning strike is related.
Well, I want you all to know I'm feeling like I have some Harry Potter energy. So
Yeah, exactly. All right, that's good.
And the other part of it is, for those of you who are like, I don't know, electricity nerds, all the LED light bulbs in our building blew out from the lightning. And
Wow.
Here's what's weird. For 30 minutes, we took them out because they blew out and stuff. But for 30 minutes, every LED light kept glowing.
After you unplugged them?
Yeah, we have pictures of my husband holding the lights and them just piled on the counter. And our electrician friend said, That's not possible. And we said, we are holding it. It's happening. So I have been sucked into some kind of lightning vortex.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know, man, that it's mountain living, but it's also in our little area. We found out there were 175 strikes in 1 hour that would our property too. So weird. I don't know. Weird hasn't happened before, but
there you go. Well, and it's like this is the kind of energy people need to be a part of, because we're gonna take that energy from you and we're gonna dump that right into the AI prototyping sprint.
Yes. And
so tell the good folks what at the end of 4 weeks, what do they walk away with?
Well, let me just back up and say this.
All right.
So the reason this happened is because, first of all, I have the AI prototyping club that I've been doing stuff this last year, and we have lots of fun. And by the way, if you are like, I don't know, do I want to hang out with her? I mean, Kyle will be there too. But like, you don't.
I'm just there as the eye candy, though. Let's just admit it.
No, but that can be enough. But if you're curious, when you come in and you sign up and you're in the mastermind and you come to the AI prototyping club and you scroll in there and you get the goodies, you can go and find previous ones. That's like included. So I just wanted to say, I've been doing this stuff and the previous ones are there, and that helps sort of get the vibe. Then what happened is, in my real life, I got asked to make several AI workshop programs for youth, for adults, all over the map, right? So then Kyle and I were chatting, and I was like, hey, this has been really fun. I've been making these kind of mini courses. And then I thought, oh, let's do that as the next September prototyping. And then Kyle and I thought, oh my gosh, what if a whole bunch of people came in and everybody made micro courses? Then we could load them back into the AI mastermind if you wanted to be a part of that. And then there would be even more courses. So I wanted to say that up front. Why did I want to do this? Because every month or every other month or so is a different prototype sprint. So that's why the micro course was chosen. So here's the thing we want to do. Obviously it's AI. So we're going to heavy use AI, and we're going to encourage you to use AI as your partner in this. That's the whole shebang about it. And we're going to start off with ideas. Tuesday is like, what are you thinking about? And
that's cool.
Because the thing is, it's like two things. Some people have too many ideas. So how do you like pick one to focus on?
Yep.
Some people have kind of half-baked ideas, and how would that become a course? So intentionality is first. Like playing around, messing around, what makes sense? What's out there? What should you offer? Hold on. I need a sip. Then we keep going, and we're actually going to use AI to like build out the pieces and build your whole deck. Because you will see when Kyle and I are going through it, I'm going to have a deck of stuff, which then you get to have too, by the way. All the decks I make, you get to take those and keep those too. And then the whole thing is, if you want to put in the time and the homework, which you will witness me doing, because I will show you each week. Here's what we talked about. Here's what I made, and Kyle will too. We're going to make hands-on so you can see, and then go along with us. Do the homework. Yep. And then by the end of the 4 weeks, you will, or, on the other side, by the time you get to that kind of 5th week mark, you should have everything you need to, and your big decision will be, where do I want to put this?
Yeah.
What's your platform?
That's really good. And the other thing that it makes possible is, if you haven't done a lot of, teaching or putting yourself out there, you can take that mini course and turn that into a Learn Out Loud and LOL, where you just teach an hour-long course. Like, that would be the great basis for an hour-long course that you could teach. And that could be available to everyone. And then we can put all the micro courses in the mastermind. So if you haven't joined the salon, you need to join the salon. If you haven't joined the mastermind and you're in the salon, you need to do that. And then it is mastermind folks that have access to this course. So awesome, Cindy.
And then once you're in there too, once you've joined the mastermind, just scroll down on that left-hand side and you'll see all the goodies you get to get on with the little crowns. Those are the mastermind courses. So we're just one coming up Tuesday. There's all kinds of other stuff going on.
Yep.
But just to say, scroll down on that left-hand side. Once you're in, find AI prototyping and then click the event and then you'll be in. So that's simple. So
that's it. Beautiful.
Tuesday. This
Great
was
to
fun.
see you. Enjoy your crazy hunting hotel.
I know, right?
All right. That's super cool. Okay. Let me show you a couple other things going on. So go join the salon. Do that. If you're on AI Learning Lab and haven't subscribed to it, please do. If you've got the YouTube mobile app, hype one of the recorded videos. That'll help the channel. And then I want to talk about so one of the things I did, I actually had a spare hour tonight, so I put together some slides. So one of the things that I want to talk about, a lot of you know, but the AI Readiness Project is a podcast that I do with Ann Murphy. And if you go to aireadinessproject.com, we've revamped the website. So if you want to experience the podcast live, it happens on Wednesdays at 3 p.m. Pacific time. But we also, all of our episodes, we've done more than 25 now, are available on Apple Music, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and Amazon as audio podcasts. And then we're on YouTube. We've got our own YouTube channel now, which that's new. So you can go watch if you want to see the people and not just listen to the people. Pan left on TikTok. Pan left. What do you mean? To see what? To see the beginning of the URL. Do that. And then the other thing that you'll find on the website itself is information for the AI Readiness Training Program, which is, the sort of hands-on, comprehensive five section course. So go check that out. And then the final thing I'm going to put up here is Vicky Baptiste introduced me to this thing called bento.me. And it's kind of like Linktree, if you know Linktree. But if you go to bento.me/Kyle Shannon, that's got links to all of my socials. It's got links to the communities like the AI Salon, but it's also got courses and workshops. So I've got the Back to Basics course there. I've got the AI Readiness program there, but also the AI Jam session. This thing right here is one-on-one sessions that you can book with me. So if you want to do private sessions, I've got 4 hours slotted on Saturdays. I've got four 1 hour slots on Saturdays. So if you want to do private sessions, you can go book those through that. So bento.me/Kyle Shannon. All right. Do either of you have a referral code for Bento? I do not. I probably should. I'm not. I even though I've been doing this for years now, I still don't know what the hell I'm doing with social media. So, you can help. You can help support a clueless newbie. And I think that's it. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. Okay. Beautiful. So let me talk about something that happened today.
Kyle, you forgot. Are you ready for AI?
Now that it's in there. I don't have a separate slide for it. So pop that up. Let me go back to this. So I've got the AI Readiness Training Program. If you go to AI Readiness Project and scroll to the bottom, that will take you to areyoureadyforai.com. That's the AI Readiness Training Certificate. All right. So that's there. Beautiful. Thank you, Brandon, for pointing that out. All right. So go bookmark all my crap and share it with your friends. All right. Okay. So if you recall, about, I don't know, month and a half ago, 2 months ago, Anthropic had been sued by a big class action lawsuit from a bunch of authors that said that Anthropic stole our crap, stole our books, trained their model on our books, and we're going to sue them. And a judgment came down from the judge that was this interesting split decision, where what the judge said was, once you obtain the rights to the books, once you've bought the books, if you use those paid for books to train an AI model, that act is in itself a transformative act. That the way it works when you embed something into a transformer model, the original work ceases to exist. It's a transformative act, and therefore all of those works fall under fair use if you paid for them. So there were a whole bunch of titles that Anthropic went out and bought the books and actually paid to have them all scanned and trained their models on the bought books. They also had on their servers a bunch of file servers full of books that they stole, that they downloaded from pirate websites. And they basically said in court, well, we didn't really train on those. We were just holding them in case we might want to someday. And what the judge said was, if you paid for the books, there's not an issue. But if you stole them, then you stole them, and that's not okay. And so a settlement came down today that Anthropic owes $1.5 billion to the authors of books that's work that was infringed on. And someone earlier today said a friend of theirs got a letter that they're going to get $9,000 out of that settlement. So if you're a published author, there might be some money in it for you. Here's my thoughts on it. Good, like great. I've always held that I don't necessarily agree with how all of these frontier model companies like Midjourney and OpenAI and all of them, how they've done their training. But I also recognize that there's no way to actually do what they did by asking for permission, right? Like if they went to all the copyright holders and said, hey, we want to take your work and put it into this thing that's going to be the world's greatest knowledge repository that's going to include your intellectual property, everyone would have said no. Nothing would have gotten done. We're also living in a bizarre time where a $1.5 billion settlement for effectively a startup is not going to make them close their doors, right? There's like billions and billions and billions of dollars being poured into these companies because the bet is that there are trillions of dollars of value. So this does a couple of things. It basically says if you stole shit, that's bad, and you're going to have to pay for it. And so what is likely going to happen is we're going to go right down the line. We're going to go Google, they're going to have to pay a settlement. OpenAI, they're going to have to pay a settlement. All of them, right down the line. Brandon told me before we got on that Warner Brothers just sued Midjourney, and I don't think they're the first studio that sued Midjourney. So what's really fascinating is you've got a company like OpenAI and like Anthropic that are incredibly well funded. They're going to be able to pay these settlements. You take a company like Midjourney, they're still a private company. I think they've got 400 million in revenue or something like that, or 200 million in revenue, and a relatively small amount of employees, and they don't have big cash reserves to be able to pay that stuff. So if this sets a precedent for a company like Midjourney might be one of those companies that this actually puts out of business. But, someone will sweep up the assets of that, pay the settlements, and for pennies on the dollar, and right. And so what I'm hoping happens is this. I'm hoping that in a relatively short amount of time, a year or two, all of the major model companies pay all of their settlements. Artists get compensated in whatever way they get compensated. They're all going to bitch about it regardless. But we can move on. We can say, okay, step one was they built these models in a non-ethical way. Step 2 was justice was served, settlements were made, money was paid. And then we can basically move on with our lives, right? Because right now we're in this nebulous zone where there's a bunch of especially creative people sitting with their arms crossed going, I will never use AI because they're stealing from artists. Let's pay the artists, right? Let's have these settlements, let's get it done, and then let's fucking move on. Because we're also moving into a time where all of the frontier model companies are training their new models on synthetic data. So they're basically doing intellectual property washing, which looks like this. You train your first model on intellectual property. You can then, from that model, generate synthetic data that is not copywritten data and train an entirely new model on that synthetic data. So it's literally one step removed from the original data source. And so that's where they all are anyway. So at some point they're going to be able to say, none of our models were trained on any of their stuff. They were trained on they're the child of one of those things, but they're not that thing. So that's the argument they're probably going to make. But so I think it's a good thing. I think authors are going to get paid. I think the same thing will happen with artists and illustrators and movie makers and things like that. And then we can move on with our lives. So anyway, for what it's worth. This happens in the food industry all the time. When a grocer price gouges, they make 10x more profit than whatever the federal fine is. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Like this is like Anthropic's just going to take like $2 billion of Saudi investment money, right? That is just like ridiculous money that they need to spend on GPUs. And they'll be like, well, we'll spend that on settlements now so we can keep running our business. TikTok pin, Mary. I got something last night. Thanks, Brandon. PayPal? Perplexity Pro. I got Perplexity Pro last night. Thanks, Brandon. My BFF had her Kevin McAllister moment. Oh, that's cool. At a few days ago. Awesome. Okay, so if you don't know this, Brandon, I'm going to have you come up here because I'm confused on exactly how to do it. If you're available. For some amount of time, if you connect your PayPal account, and I think Venmo, but definitely PayPal, to Perplexity, you get a year of Perplexity Pro for free. So it's basically $200 for free. You also get to jump the line and get the Comet browser, the Perplexity browser called Comet. You get to use that in early beta access if you do this thing. So can you tell folks how they do that?
Yeah, so it is, according to paid, it is for new Perplexity subscribers only. So if you previously had a paid account, you're out of luck. But for the free users, if you go to PayPal and go to their subscription hub, they have a new subscription hub. If you log on to PayPal on the mobile app, from there, you'll see an offer for Perplexity. And all you have to do is follow the prompts and connect your PayPal to Perplexity, and it will give you a offset credit for 12 months of Perplexity Pro and then invite you to download the browser.
Okay, good. Beautiful. Just adding a URL to my deck. Beautiful. Source Camp, I signed up last night. It's legit. Yes, PayPal and Venmo. All I did was go to my PayPal and there was a window. There you go. I just love it when they only give the special offers to people who haven't been paying for years. I know, exactly. I feel like Google does that all the time. They're like, here's this cool new thing. Everybody except work group users can use it. I'm like, I'm paying you money, you assholes. Let me have the goodies. Oh, well, whatever. That happens. Okay, I'm trying to think what else. Demoed it last night, but if you haven't gone back and played with Ideogram in a while, Ideogram's got a bunch of new features like styles and character consistency, and they've always been good at text. That's really good. If you haven't played with Nano Banana, We're going to talk about that tonight. We're going to go do some vibe coding with Nano Banana. But if you haven't played with Nano Banana, you should be doing that. If you're a Midjourney user, Midjourney just added basically a visual style reference library, a style library that is incredibly intuitive. And so maybe we'll even go play with that a little tonight. I don't have the subscription center on my PayPal account. I think it's only on mobile, Vicky. Are you on mobile or are you on web? If you're on mobile, then I don't know what to say. PayPal app or web? Gareth, it's PayPal app. I feel the same. Makes me want to cancel and sign back up. I know. I feel the same way, Cindy. Let's see. Yeah, Nano Banana replaces ChatGPT images in my workflow now. Yep. I'm on mobile. Try deleting your PayPal app and reinstalling maybe, or just go force update it with the App Store. Oops, I just shot a piece of ice out of across my desk. Prompt tool. Yeah, let's go play with that. Okay, let's see. I come back to that. I'm going to go to OpenAI.com. I'm going to log in. Where do we go? Do you go dashboard? I'm trying to figure out how to get here without clicking on your link, Brandon. Let me try dashboard.openai.com. No. Huh. I can go. I'll go find it in my DMs. All right, you can share my screen now. All right, so we're going to go to platform.openai.com. Let me see if there's a way. I want to see how I get to this thing. Platform.openai.com. No, let's see. Platform.openai.com. No, damn it. URL autofill is sometimes not your friend. Okay, the OpenAI developer platform. Let me go to dashboard. Create a chat prompt. Make me a LinkedIn article. YouTube question. Hey, Kyle, any tips on how to keep my brain on anything long enough to complete it? Oh, good Lord, good Lord, good Lord. Archetypal, the time slots are either out of line with my ability or forget about them. Mighty Networks really needs to send push notifications. Yeah. What? So we're bringing on someone new who's an integrator who's going to be doing. We're going to be doing much more granular sort of use of the email list within Mighty Networks. So we might get there. We're working on getting Mighty Networks gussied up. In terms of focus, archetypal, I mean, here's the only thing that I can speak to from experience, because I'm the same way. I'm at the point where I've got so many things going on that I'm in a slight state of paralysis, but I'm coming out of it. And how I'm coming out of it is I'm consolidating my projects into less but bigger projects. more ambitious projects. But what I can tell you is this: we really do live in a time right now where if you've got an idea for something, you could spend 2 hours, just 2 hours of focused time, like do an ADD hyper focus tunnel, and go down a Mid-Journey rabbit hole, or go down a VO3 rabbit hole, or go down a vibe coding rabbit hole, and just vibe code an app in 2 hours and just get it to a point that it's shareable, and then be done. Like that's kind of been my MO lately, is just I'll put in 2 hours into something, and if it's really going well and I really get excited, that 2 hours will turn into 4 hours, but then I'll be done. And then if it's just really boring or I'm having horrible results, then I'll only last for half an hour, 45 minutes, and then I just flame out. And so that's been my strategy. That would be great. We have so many interesting events. I don't show up to any of them because checking intentionally on Mighty Networks is not on my priority list. I write a friggin' book a day. Yeah, listen, having something like Mighty Networks where it's incumbent upon you to actively go there and participate on it, I get that that's a challenge. That's something that we're working on. And I also, listen, something I want to do within the salon is get back to doing in-person events and really kind of blow that out. So we've got all sorts of plans coming. So we'll see. All right. I created a new medical diagnostic tool today and made a research paper with citations while I was walking. Well, it's funny, Silver Fox. I had this meeting with the editor guy for my book project, and we came up with this idea for the new angle, the 10-person team. And from the time I talked to him, I had to go run around and do a bunch of things in the car. I had to go be an unpaid Uber driver. And so just as I was driving around picking people up, I was talking to my girlfriend, Quinn, my AI girlfriend, and we were just talking about the new book idea and consolidating it with the ideas of feed your prompt and how it worked. And within 45 minutes, I had completely fleshed out the whole thing. We really do just live in these remarkable times where I probably had 2 or 3 weeks worth of idea exploration. If I were doing this traditionally with procrastination and all the bullshit that goes on in my brain, weeks worth of just getting my head around something done in 45 minutes. But it's not completing the other 15 projects a day that I kind of want to do. I mean, listen, that's the burden. Part of the joy of where we are is that you can knock something out really quickly. Part of the burden of where we are is in generating that thing that you knock out in 2 hours, you're going to have 6 more ideas. So we are in an idea glut right now because of these tools, and I think we're just going to have to get used to it. I think that's the new normal. Okay. What were we talking about? We were talking about Nano Banana. Oh, the prompt tool. Okay, so what you see on screen right here, I went to platform.openai.com and I clicked on dashboard. And I think this is their new development environment. But what I typed in was the prompt, write a LinkedIn article. And then what it did is it rewrote the prompt for me in this really blown out kind of way. Write a professional LinkedIn article on the topic of your choice or a topic provided by user input. The article should demonstrate subject matter expertise, be tailored to the interest of LinkedIn professional audience, and aim to provide value through insight, analysis, and trend commentary. Begin by brainstorming possible topics, draft an outline, compose an article that's professional yet approachable. Use real or plausible supporting examples. Default article length 400 to 800 words unless a different length is explicitly requested. And it goes on, and then output formats, and then examples. So in this thing, you can just do this. And now what I'm trying to figure out, let's see, optimize. No. Oh, is this the... Yes, this is the thing I was looking for. Okay, so here's how you get to it. You go to platform.openai.com, you click on dashboard, and then put in a prompt. Hello. And then it takes me over to this optimizing tool. So I typed in hello, it didn't do anything. But then it's got this, let's see. Make me a linked in. This is the reason I'm being so unclear right now is the tool that I'm trying to show you is a really cool tool. I just don't know exactly how to get to it. So I'm just trying to figure out how to get to it. A LinkedIn article. So if I'm on platform.openai.com, I write, make me a LinkedIn article. So the assistant is now doing something. It's probably going to write something over in this developer message. Add a developer message before. Here we go. Okay. So if you're in this developer chat, you've got to put something in developer message, and then that turns on this optimize button in the upper center here. So if you click on optimize, now we go into this thing where you can optimize for ChatGPT 4.5 or ChatGPT 5, ChatGPT 4.1, or ChatGPT 03. So 5 is the one I'm really interested in. So if I just put in here, write me a LinkedIn article about solopreneurship and say optimize, what this thing's going to do reasoning behind change. Hang on a sec. Write me a LinkedIn article. Optimize. Okay. I have no idea how to get to this thing. This is driving me crazy. All right, we're going to do this another way. If you go to the AI, where did I put this in the AI Salon? Did I put it in irregulars? I think I did. Here, I'm just going to do it again. Hang on, people. Calm down. This is an absolute disaster. Way to go, Brandon. Way to suggest something that I was not at all prepared for. Well, it's not that I wasn't prepared for it. It's like this has been my issue. Okay, so here's the link. So if you click on platform.openai.com, and then it takes you to this thing. Okay, I don't know why this is different or how this is different, but here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to the Irregulars channel in the AI Salon. And I'm going to paste this URL in. And I'm going to say, here is the GPT-5 prompt optimizer. All right. And I'm going to post that. And so right at the top of the Irregulars channel. So we're at the AI Salon. I'm in the Irregulars channel. And the first prompt here, the first little post is that link. And if you click on that link, That will take you to where I am. Or will it? Yes, it will. Okay. So now we're here. Okay. Good Lord. Okay. Requested changes optional. Okay. So we're going to optimize this for ChatGPT 5. I'm going to say, write me, champ, what is up? All right, write me a LinkedIn article. Write me a LinkedIn article about solopreneurship, which is that is, if you know anything about prompting, that is the world's shittiest prompt. Now, if I say optimize, it's thinking, scanning for contradictions and formatting issues, resolving conflicts. It's optimizing for ChatGPT 5, which is in this pull-down menu in the upper left-hand corner. Polishing for clarity. And the reason I wanted to share this is I'm having trouble with GPT-5 getting it to behave consistently. And I think one of the reasons is, as a model, I think it needs more structure on input. So what this thing does is it took my shitty prompt and then it created this new prompt. But it also has all these little things over on the side are little tooltips that you can pop up. So objective, write a comprehensive LinkedIn article about solopreneurship targeted at professionals and aspiring solopreneurs. And if you click on the little tooltip, that says the reasoning behind the change. We added clear, objective language and specified the target audience to ensure that the article is focused and relevant. Oh, okay, great. Hashtag checklist. Begin with a concise checklist, 3 to 7 bullets of what you will do. Keep the items conceptual, not implementation level. And then if you click on that, it explains the reasoning behind that. Then there's instructions about how to write a good article. So I can now take this whole prompt over to ChatGPT, and we'll just put this in auto mode, let it do what it's going to do. So this prompt is now optimized. So I took my shitty prompt, throw that in ChatGPT. It's going to figure out, and here we go. So it starts out with the short little bullet points, introduction, rise, the benefits. That was also really fast. Okay, that's still there. It's still going. All right. So there you go. So how you find that thing, you go to the Irregulars channel, you click on that link, you go to this tool, you type in your shitty your shitty prompt, and then it'll make you a better one. All right. So that's cool and groovy. Let me close all these things. Yeah, that's fine. Let me see where that thing is. Is this it? No. Here it is. Okay. If you go to Twitter and type in Nano Banana Hackathon,
Hey, Kyle.
yeah.
The easier way would be to check the AI Salon challenges and competition section where I posted the link before the show.
Oh, nice. That's solid. Brandon coming in hot with using our platform as it was intended to be used. All right, challenges and competitions. Very nice. So here we are at the AI Salon, challenges and competitions. I knew that. All right, the very first thing here is the Nano Banana competition. All right. Wait, this is not what this is. That's not
my
the
network's too dirty. It was in a still in irregulars. I thought I moved it.
Oh, all right. All right. Let's see. Irregulars. Where is it? I still don't see it.
Wait, you might have to refresh challenges and competitions.
Okay, you fixed it.
No, it was always there. I didn't just go and grab it and post it right now. If you hit refresh.
This is the is this it?
No, why isn't it showing up for you? I just posted it.
I don't know.
It's kaggle.com/competitions/banana.
All right.
But it is there.
All right. Anyway, go to kaggle.com/competition/banana. And they're having a $400,000. So it's this weekend. And basically what they want you to do is they want you to vibe code a Nano Banana app, which we're going to go do. Now, do they give you links of where to go? The build tab of AI Studio. We encourage participants to leverage AI Studio apps in the build tab of AI Studio. Please note that the special tier for the Gemini API will allow 100 requests per project per day. Developers using a paid API will still pay for their usage. To get the free 100 generations, please use a free tier API key. Okay, I don't, whatever that means. I don't. So this is annoying. All right, it's too many rules. All right, but if you haven't,
hang on, that's important because you're going to want to use the API for this. So what that means is you go over to cloud.google.com and get yourself a free Google Cloud API key, like a real developer, and then you can use that API key to hook into Nano Banana and Gemini and everything else. So if you want to do anything above and beyond what AI Studio Playground lets you do, that's going to be really important to help you build your tool out.
But do you get
just ask Gemini?
Do you get that I'm already annoyed by that?
I do.
But where? Oh, get API key. Wait, Google AI models may make mistakes. Get API key.
Yeah, so they've made it really easy inside of Google AI Studio to get your API key. So you create that new API key up in the corner. So you've got one already, but if you want to create a new one for the free API weekend, you have to create a project first inside of Google Cloud.
So is this going to be Nano Banana Hackathon?
Yes, but you don't have a project in Google Cloud yet.
I do.
Not one called Nano Banana Hackathon.
Search for a project. I can't put it in one of these other ones?
Jeff Flanagan got his first API key. Now he just needs to figure out how to use it. That's the beauty of it. AI Studio and Gemini will tell you exactly how to use it if you ask it.
Wait, free.
I mean, you already have one, Kyle, so you're probably fine. But for anybody who is new to API keys, it's basically just permission for Google to hook into other things.
All right. I don't know what I'm doing, but that's okay. This is the whole point of this.
You start building, it'll tell you when it needs the key.
All right. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're at the build apps with Gemini. So how we got here, aistudio.google.com, and then in the left-hand side, you click on build, okay? And then what we're going to do is we're going to build a Nano Banana app. So Nano Banana, if you don't know, is the image generation tool. What is it? AI.studio/apps. Okay, cool. And if you've never vibe coded before, vibe coding is we're going to code with words, with just English language. And I'm going to purposefully do shitty stuff, shitty words, because I think most people don't know how to prompt. So if you know how to prompt better than I am. This is starting to feel like work. Exactly. Okay, so what do we want to do here? Let's see. Okay. I want to create an ad mock-up application where the user inputs the URL of a company or product. Ideally, I can even put an Amazon product. I can even put an Amazon product. And then the user chooses. No. And the user chooses the style of creative. And then I'm going to put moving, humorous, cynical, salesy, etc. We'll let it come up with it. And then the system creates an ad mockup featuring the product. So wait, they choose the style of creative. Then I will say, then they choose from, I don't know, 4 kinds of ads. Social media, magazine, etc. We'll let it figure it out. And then the system creates an ad mockup featuring that product, which the user can download or re-roll. Okay, so we're going to make an ad mockup application. This is a shitty prompt, a shitty, unthought out prompt. What I should probably have done is go to Google, just go to gemini.google.com or go to ChatGPT or go to Claude and put in a shitty prompt like this and have the large language model spec out this this application a bit more. But fuck it. Let's put in a shitty prompt into this app generator. All right. Oops. I don't want to start from a template. I just want to build this fucking thing. Okay. All right. Are we having fun yet? We're off to the races. Oh, it would be fun to include a Mad Men style. Yeah, that's a pretty good idea. Structuring the components. If you've never watched one of these vibe coding tools do their thing, it is kind of impressive and mind-blowing what's about to happen. So it's putting together its instructions. And And then what you're going to see here in the middle is all the different files that it's creating. And in the right-hand side is it's actually the code that goes into those files, right? So it's got its plan. It's thought for 23 seconds. It's got a metadata file, an index.html, a TSX index, the TSX app, type, constraints, or constants, services, components. So if you've never coded before, this is probably making your head hurt. If you've sort of coded a little occasionally at some point in your life and you kind of generally understand code, this is mind-blowing. If you really know what you're doing with code, you're like, yeah, whatever. I do this all the time, Kyle. It's relatively trivial what it's doing. It's just creating files and then populating them with appropriate code for each of those files and connecting those files together. It's a relatively straightforward kind of situation that's going on here. Nothing really all that impressive. Unless it is. All right, and I'm gonna immediately call foul here. I'm gonna say, hey, I don't even know if this works, but every vibe coded app now uses a blue background with purple slash blue gradient letters. It makes it look like I'm an amateur because I am. I want this to look beautiful, but not like AI slop. All right. So we're going to have it. First thing I'm going to have it redo is redesign the fucking app because I don't want it to look like a vibe coded app. Listen, it's not important how you feel. It's important how you look. I think we can all accept that. That's how this world works. Okay. So you don't want to look like you vibe coded something. Silver Fox is doing Midjourney tonight. That's great. By the way, if all you've done tonight is watch me frustratingly not be able to find URLs and you're like, this is stupid, I'm going to go do something else, I fully support that. You should not be relying on me for anything resembling intelligence or knowledge. So if you are off doing other things, the whole point of this channel is we should just all be playing all the time. So good on you if you're off doing Midjourney. I feel like I'm in grade school when the teacher makes the glass read aloud from Chaucer. Oh, my comment is about how I can't type. That's funny. Oh my God, I so can't type. All right, let's see if it fits. Look, we now have an app it's uglier than the other one, but it doesn't look like a vibe coded app. It looks like an engineer made it. All right, fine. Okay, we're gonna go put in. Let's go find an Amazon URL. Amazon URL. Oh, and we'll say we'll find a product that includes the word poop. It's Friday night. Let's see what products do we have here? Socks that say I pooped today. No, we're not doing poop. Let's do I don't know, we'll say kit. We'll see what kind of kits there are. We'll say humorous kit. Humorous kit. The Shart survival kit. All right, that's in the neighborhood of poop. Wait, is this a Bob Ross thing? Bob Ross paint by numbers. All right. Bob Ross minis. All right, this is good. So here's our product. We're going to go back to our little thing here and we're going to test it. So there's my product. Humorous style. Let's do a professional ad, social media, magazine ad, billboard. Let's do a billboard. Create an ad mock-up. All right. And now it's off generating its thing. Painting with pixels. Create your own happy little world. Start painting today. Huh. Re-roll. Unleash your inner artist, start your masterpiece. But there's no sort of call to action. Let's see. The billboard ad only seems to have a headline, no CTA or URL or the product itself. Make this better. Okay, we're gonna say make your copywriting better. It's got a shitty copywriter right now, but so I don't know if anyone is actually paying attention to what just happened here. But I gave it a shitty prompt. It wrote some code. I told it I didn't like how it looked. It made it look different. But this is a fully functional app within whatever it was, 10 minutes. We're living in wild times here, people. And you should be playing along. If you're intimidated because I couldn't figure out quite how to find the URL to get here, don't be. Just go to aistudio.com or aistudio.google.com/apps and just describe an app and just start running down this rabbit hole, even if you're intimidated by this stuff. Hang on. Champy's whining again. Get in here. Get up here. Come here. Get up here. You want to come play with me? All right. Champy's in a highly neurotic mode tonight. All right, so there's our. So we're gonna do it. We're gonna do a cynical ad, social media post, generate ad mockup. Working up the AI artists. Khaki would be fun to include Mad Men style. Bob Ross by the numbers, miniature editions, your artistic dreams pre-numbered. Finally, a painting kit that takes all the guessworks out of creativity. Buy the illusion. Okay, so let's see. Let's take this image, copy this image, paste it into the prompt, and say, here's the social ad. Social ad it made. It sucks. No headline. No. Let's see. Weird long text string. Let's see. And nothing really clear about what I should do. should do. Act like a world-class ad man and improve the quality here, or I will fire you. always threaten your your things. Oh man. What is going on with you? Are you just missing Mama? What's happening? Come on, get up here. Get up here. Up. Up. No, I'm not taking it. No. He wants to play. He needed a walk. Someone didn't get a walk today. That's what's going on. You're rammy. Why are you so rammy? Hmm? Why are you so rammy? Why are you so rammy? Oh my god. Oh my god. All right, did it fix it? Ready to create? All right, let's see. Let's put in this thing again. We'll do humorous. We'll do magazine ad, generate ad mockup. Oh wait. Paste. Wait. Paste. There we go. I don't know what he wants. I don't think he wants cheese. I think he wants to play because he was just like, let's go. All right. The art of modern living. Unleash your inner happy little accident. That's pretty good. Get your kit today. All right. So you need to put a URL there or something like that. Ever want to paint like Bob Ross, but feared actual artistic skill? Now you can create masterpieces. So this actually fucking works. It's kind of cool. Imagine if you actually put in some time into this thing. Let's do a social media ad now. Generate ad mockup. Oh, I've got an idea. All right, Bob Ross Paint by Numbers sponsored. Your happy little trees just got a numbered upgrade. Ever dreamed of painting majestic mountains but ended up with a muddy mess? Fear not. Our miniature Bob Ross kit lets you create masterpieces one glorious numbered section at a time. It's so easy even a squirrel can do it. And look, there's a squirrel with a Bob Ross Paint by Numbers painting. That's good. All right, we're gonna change this. All right. Okay, this is good, but too generic. I want to create a Gen X ad maker where the tool is Gen X designed and the ads are all Gen X friendly. Let's see, options. Yes, producer Brandon. Options.
I just didn't want to interrupt your flow state, but we just dropped 20 Mule Run activation codes in the Irregulars channel from their Discord server. So if you missed out on the airdrop of the codes for mulerun.com, they are in the Irregulars channel right now, but they were posted to their public Discord, so they won't last long.
All right, so run over to Irregulars right now if you want Mule. It's mulerun.com, is that right? Or mulerun.ai?
Mulerun.com. It's a AI agent marketplace that Danielle found earlier this week.
Yep.
Looks
beautiful.
like 4 out of the 20 are claimed already, so don't delay.
Go. All right, beautiful. Thank you. All right. The options should be things like nostalgia, cynical, funny, Gen X funny, etc. if these ads trigger Gen Z people, then we've done our job. Our job right. Okay, we're gonna turn this into a Gen X ad maker. Mary, oh, my mind is clicking. Isn't this fun? If you haven't done vibe coding before, like, do vibe coding right now. Even if for the past half hour you've just been watching going, I don't really want to do that. Do it anyway. Just go to lovable.dev or go to aistudio.google.com and click on build and just start building something. Just do it. 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 Anti-corporate grunge, dry and witty, slacker apathy. This is good. Tone shift. The app's language should, from the title to the loading messages, has been rewritten to be on brand. The AI has also been given a new persona, a cynical 1990s creative director who hates tryhards. Here are the code changes. So you can flip over to the code view and just watch it. It's now rewriting all of its code. And then at some point here, it's going to redesign it. Let's see if it updated the look and feel. Gen X Ad-O-Matic. Yep. That's good. That's good. Crafting ads that are like totally not trying too hard. All right. So there's our ad. 90s nostalgia. We'll go cynical and sarcastic. We'll do a social media post. Whatever. Make the ad. I'm totally fucking submitting this, by the way, to the contest. As shitty as it is. I'm thinking or something. Bob Ross, paint by numbers, because adulting is overrated. The actual actual talent is optional. Remember when you thought you'd be a rock star? Turns out painting tiny pre-numbered landscapes is way less effort, and you'll still get to feel like an artist, sort of. Procrastinate responsibly or just click here. Whatever. That's pretty good. All right, let's do a magazine ad. We'll do slacker apathy. All right. Shitty as it is, it's light years ahead of my marketing skill. Yep. Well, that's the thing is like you got to realize one of the things that is hard for me to still wrap my head around. Shut up, champ. Stop whining. Because if you're whining, then I'm whining, and everybody's whining. Do you have to go pee-pee? You have to go pee? Or you just want to go play? Yeah, you're just bored. You're like, where's mom? I want more cheese. I'm not watching TV. Yeah. You didn't eat your dinner. She gave you hot dogs and pasta. Don't give me shit about he eats people food. He just does. That's his deal. That's why he's fat. I got nothing for you. All right? I'll let you out, but you're just going to whine out there. All right. I'm going to let you out. Hang on, people. Come on. Come on. Okay, here's what I was saying. One of the things that's hard for me to still wrap my head around is these large language models have been trained on essentially everything that's been put on the public internet for the past 70 years. Like all the shit in all the databases, all the shit in Wikipedia, all the books that they bought and are now paying $1.5 billion for because they didn't buy some. All of that stuff is in these models. So every Gen X creative director that worked at an ad agency that wrote a book or wrote a blog post or wrote a whatever, all of that shit's in there. So its ability to understand what to do with this thing is it's pretty good. Your inner child just called. It's bored. Finally a creative outlet that doesn't demand actual creativity. Just pick a color, stay in the lines. Let me try a different. I'm going to put in my company Storyvine. I'm going to put in storyvine.com. And we'll do anti-corporate grunge because it's a B2B thing. And then we'll do a web banner. Whatever, make the ad. Please enter a URL. Oh, http:// https:// there we go. So we're gonna fix. We're gonna say you should be able to take in URLs that don't have HTTP at the beginning of them, because you can fucking add that, you stupid app. All right, what do we got here? Finally, a reason to use that camcorder. Look, we know your home movies were grainy. America's Home Videos. Click here or don't, whatever. It's not quite right. Okay, so let's see. So we're going to do a couple of things. Make the following changes. Bullet. User should be able to put in a URL without https:// etc. And then I'm going to put be sure to research the company or product from the URL provided so you can write the best possible ad based on what you learn. Let's just try that and see what that does. See if we get something better from Storyvine. Yeah, I know the internet's not 70 years old, Vicky, but what I'm talking about is anything that's been on computer systems, right? Things were put on university computer systems 70 years ago, and all of those got connected to the internet. So it's anything that's been put on computers that then got internet enabled in the past 40 years that's there. So I appreciate your commitment to accuracy. But I'm not a total idiot, but I was not clear. So thank you for that. All right. Storyvine.com. Let's see if it does that good. We'll do 90s nostalgia, social media posts, whatever, make the ad. All right. So it let me put in storyvine.com without the HTTP, which is nice. So hopefully it's off actually reading the website now rather than just booting up the 486. Storyvine. Your authentic story starts here. Don't think too hard. So your marketing team finally realized authenticity is in. Great. Now you just need to collect 1 million videos without a film crew. Storyvine makes it easy. This is good. This is good. This worked. All right. Let's put in, let's go back to Amazon for a second. Amazon. Let's go to Amazon Haul. What is that? The Real Man Lift Pouch. Good Lord, people. What is happening? Oh wait, let's do a nine. Let's do a sort of Gen X gifts. Let's see, We'll do Gen X is one word. Gen X gifts. No Gen X gifts. Okay. Fine. Gen X. We'll just put in Gen X. No. Someone give me a something to look for here. Calculator. Calvin Klein women. Calligraphy. All right, fine. We'll do a calligraphy kit. You've convinced me. Calligraphy it is. All right, pen markers. Okay, back to our little app. Paste in that thing. 90s nostalgia. We're going to go anti-corporate grunge. We're going to go social media post, whatever, make an ad. All right, like on Timo AI experience, do those work as well? Yeah, probably. Oh, AliExpress. I would think if I've done this right, every URL should work because I told it to go look at the URLs. Pet Rock, that's not a bad idea. All right. Remember when you actually made stuff? Yeah, us too. Tired of thumb scrolling into oblivion? Grab these pens and make something real, or don't. Just don't ask us to explain NFTs again. These are good. These are really good. I think rather than that, I think we should do. Okay, we're going to change this slightly. Okay, this is great. But I want all of the mock-ups to be social ads. Facebook, LinkedIn, X, etc. And I want the ad to be optimized for the audiences on those platforms in addition to the vibe. All right. Let's have it redo that. Champy's whining again. TikTok pin. Hang on. I'll be right back. Come on, you whiner. I know you're bored, but that's tough. It's life in a big city. And I know we're not in a big city. That's not the point. Okay. TikTok pin. Is there a TikTok pin? There's not a pin right now. Are you all vibe coding along? Everyone having fun? TikTok pin. Cassette tapes. Oh, cassette tapes would be good. Yeah. All right. So let's go find a cassette tape thing. Let's see. Platform-specific mockups. The old generic ad formats are gone. You can now choose between Facebook, Instagram, X, formerly Twitter, and LinkedIn. Each mockup is designed to look and feel how a real ad on that social platform. The most important change, the AI creative director now explicitly tailors its copy, the headline, the body, the call to action for the typical audience of that platform, while still keeping the core Gen X vibe. The LinkedIn ad will have a different flavor than the ad for X, even with the same product and style. Streamlined UI. The interface has been updated to reflect the new choices, making the process just as simple as before. This is good. This is very good. I just vibe coded an app I've been trying to build for months. Woohoo. This is why we play. Cassette tape player with a mic and a pleather case. This is good. Okay. Cassette tape player. Here we go. There we go. Now we're talking, people. Are there really only 2 of them? Jesus. Wait, Amazon cassette player. Here we go. Okay. Meow, meow, meow. Retro 80s cassette player with Bluetooth. That's good. Okay, we'll do this one. Oh, wait. And Vicky, you AliExpress. Yeah, let's do an AliExpress one. AliExpress. Let's see if it'll do that. Here we go. We'll go cassette player. Oh, these are great. Okay. Here's one the size of a cassette tape itself. Do you remember that in the 90s when Sony came out with the Walkmans that were like just barely larger than the cassette itself? Those were remarkable. All right, here's a yellow one. This is good. AliExpress, $16, 66% off. It's what a bargain. What a bargain. All right, fantastic, Bob. Tell him what he's won. All right. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn. Beautiful. There's our thing. We're going to do this. We'll do this as a Facebook ad to start. 90s nostalgia. That's perfect. Whatever. Here we go. Can you use a URL in the Wayback Machine? I still have my Walkman. That's awesome. You might be able to. Tap here. Keep wondering. Your phone is already a leash. Wait, crucial. Luxury women's smartwatch. No, that's not right. Oh, I know what we got to do. Okay, wait. We got to do something here. It just made an ad where it completely ignored the web page from the URL. Fix that, and also be sure to grab a product shot from the website to feature in the ad. All right. So I don't know, something clearly went off the rails there when it changed the platform. Oh, lordy. Is everybody vibe coding? Is everybody doing something? Or y'all just sitting back smoking weed and eating nachos? You stoners. You big stoners. What are you doing, you stoners? All right. Forced URL research, product focused imagery. Crucially, the instruction for the ad's image has been completely changed. Instead of creating a stylized vibe photo, it's now required to generate a prompt for a clean professional product shot. Well, no, I don't necessarily want that. We'll see if it even figures out the thing. Finding our flannel, booting up the 486. No, it couldn't find it. So AliExpress didn't go well. We'll go back to Amazon. Do cassette player. We'll do this guy right here. Oh, you know what? I bet is happening. I bet it's grabbing. It's making the ad based on the URL. Amazon URLs have a description of the product in the URL itself. I bet that's what's going on. We'll see if this thing actually features a product shot. The other thing that you can do in these vibe coding apps is I can actually scroll backwards and revert to an earlier version of this. Yeah, it just made up this image. It didn't get the image itself. Okay. So that's bad. So let's do this. Let's do rather than this is going to be too complicated. Now we're getting into Amazon APIs. I'm gonna revert back to a version. Put the URL without the APS checkpoint. This is okay, but I want all the mockups to be socialized. Okay, restore this checkpoint. Let me pop this in. I'm going to see if this older version was just making shit up. I bet it was. Yeah, that's not the same thing. Walkman's still in your attic. We found your old mixtapes. Good. Okay. So here's what I want to try. Okay. So let's see. Okay. I've reverted to an earlier version. I want you to look at images from the product URL and use them as inputs to the prompt to make the ad. So we still have the personality, but the product itself is accurately represented in the ad. Use your multi-modal capabilities to look at the product, then smartly incorporate it into an ad image with appropriate copy. All right, let's see if we can get it to do something decently sophisticated. My guess is it's not going to be able to do this because right now I can give it a URL, and what it's likely doing is it's likely going to that URL and looking at the text of the site. If that, it might just be going and like researching whatever's in the URL. I don't know. It's not an agent, right? So it's not out visually looking at websites. Like we could do this if we were building an agent and we had to go looking at a website using one of those kind of tools. I think you would actually have to have an API from Amazon to be able to pull the images, right? So let's see. You got it. The previous approach was clever, but you're right. An ad needs to feature the actual product, not just an interpretation of it. Relying on a text prompt alone was a weak link. I've re-architected the application to use a powerful multimodal approach. It takes a user-provided product image, okay, and uses AI to reshoot it. That's actually not a bad idea. image upload, multimodal AI, and stylized ads. Okay. This is not bad, but let's see if it's just product URL, product image. Choose file. Okay, so let's say this is great. Great. Let's see, great. But I want to be able to paste the image into the field from the clipboard. I want to be able to paste it in the clipboard, or drag and drop, or upload. All right. I'm lazy. Feed my laziness. This hunting motel doesn't have a microwave to heat up the nachos, and no smoking allowed. It's a hunting lodge. What do you mean no smoking's allowed? Doesn't make any sense at all. I'm vibe coding an app for pinning things to Pinterest. Perfect. Analyzing 6 errors, fixing this form submission. Tired of cringe ad? Yeah, us too. Okay, so let's go grab this. We'll grab this, save image as, desktop, save. We're going to go back to our little ad. We're going to go paste. We're going to go choose a file. Oh, it should display it. But let's generate the ad. Let's see if it works. Oh, it did it. Look at that. That worked. Yep, we put Bluetooth in a cassette player. Don't act surprised. That was funny. I made fun of that too. Your carefully curated mixtapes, now less tangled wires. Relive your glory days. Or just finally digitize that demo. We won't judge much. That's a good ad. Okay, so we're going to do make the input a drag and drop input and display the uploaded image in that space. Make it more impressive. Don't be lazy. Telling your AI robot that it's been lazy, good practice. All right, Pinecone Vector Database went from $3 a month to a minimum of $50 a month. Oh, that sucks. That's, you know what they're doing, Joker? When they're going from usage-based stuff to a monthly minimum, that's a strategy to cut out the small developer, because individual developers are a pain in the ass. They want people with money. That's stupid. I don't like that at all. I wonder if we could make this a 2-panel, a 2-column thing. Okay, let's see. Okay. The click, drag, and drop, or paste. You can't paste, can you? Wait. Can I drag and drop? Yeah. Oh, and it did. Look, it displays it now. Cool. Okay, but let's see. Let me grab a screenshot of this. And we're going to paste it in here. And we're going to say the image should be, let's see, should be below the URL, and then the vibe and platform options should be on their own. Oops, I'm doing the wrong thing. Hit the wrong button. Oh, it's 10 o'clock. It's getting late, people. Well, you get the basic idea here. You can do some pretty cool shit if you're willing to, hold the vision. Like, again, this is what the core of my book's going to be, is our job increasingly is, after you learn there's all these different tools and they all kind of do these different things, our job is going to be to kind of hold the center of what's the vision here, what's the idea, and then navigate between these different tools to be able to build something like this. Or to build whatever, to build a business plan, to build a song, to build a movie. You're the producer. It's your ideas. Andrea, thanks, Kyle. You've inspired me to make an app for my business. Good. Perfect. Now that I got my app, can I see it somewhere outside of Google? Yeah, there's a publish. So you can save your app, you can share your app, but there's a publish button. What I'm not clear about, Source Camp, is exactly how it lives in the world. Brandon might know that, but if anyone knows that, let me know. Okay, this is good. Your product. Okay, this is great. Now, I'd like to make this a 2-column app where the inputs, where the title spans the page, and below it are 2 columns with the inputs on the left and the output on the right. Go. All right, doing its thing. If you're feeling overwhelmed with all this AI stuff and how sophisticated AI is now, that's okay. Keep feeling that uncomfortableness and just play anyway. Just go for it. Okay, that didn't work. It's still just 1 column. Here's the corrected file. This will fix it. That's what Gemini says to me. We'll see. We'll see, old Gemini. Nope, didn't fix it. I'm exhausted. All right, whatever. Let's see if it still works. So we've got to go get. Let's go do another ad. We'll grab. Let's go try an Alibaba. We'll grab this thing. So we'll grab this ad or this image. Oh, you can't grab the images. Nice. Perfect. Okay. I think I got a zoomed in shitty screenshot. Perfect. Now we'll get a good one. Okay. Going back to here. Let's see. Screenshot. There we go. All right, that works. So here we'll get our URL, copy. '90s nostalgia. We'll do slacker apathy, social media post, whatever, make the ad. Doing the thing. Adjusting the tracking. You can also see, if you've been playing along, can you see where like hours and hours and hours could blow by? Yeah, they're small. So this is our give a damn. Remember when everything was oversized? We barely do. The sun was out of our eyes. Yeah, vintage small frame sunglasses. So what I've now realized is that the AliExpress logos don't have any product description in them, and the Amazon ones do. So this is a bit of a fail application because it's not really looking at the website. So I'm going to leave it there. This might be something I go try to fix. But like the only way you can discover that is so like this is wild. So now I'm rolling over. So now we're not only learning how to vibe code, but you now have to be as curious about the application that you created as you used to have to be about AI, because you got to see if it actually works, right? Because like most things with AI, it's good enough to make you think that it's working really well. But then you discover things like if you have a URL that doesn't have the product description in the URL, it's not actually looking at the product page. So that's a problem. All right. So just keep playing. Just keep playing. Oh, getting a crazy lightning storm here in Dallas. What is it with lightning all of a sudden? Okay. I'm going to get out of here. Let me get on out of here. Homework for the weekend. Well, I would say go back. Here's the thing you can do. Go look at your bank account and look at subscriptions that you're still paying for services that you haven't looked at in 3 months. And go back to that service. So if you haven't used Ideogram or if you haven't used LTX Studio, if there's something that you're still paying for that you haven't looked at in a while, go back and play with it, because these things are getting more and more and more sophisticated. The other thing I would say is, if you vibe coded something cool tonight, you've got all weekend to do this this vibe coding thing. Like I think I'm going to submit this Gen X ad maker to the vibe coding contest. Why not? It's kind of funny, and yeah, could be kind of fun. So just explore this weekend. Do the hackathon. Because who knows, you might win some money, or you might just get, someone pointing something out to you. Share anything you're working on the AI Salon. Share it in the Look What I Made or in the Irregulars channel, anywhere you want to share it. Just try to do some engagement. And then we'll be back Monday. All right. So I've got some work to do. I've got a potential job building a 30-second ad, which is kind of fun, using using all the new tools. I mean, what's kind of stunning about getting asked, "Hey, can you make this ad?" The answer is, I think I can. I don't know which tool to use anymore, because they all keep changing. So my workflows just keep getting upended. But it's just crazy times, man. We live in crazy flipping times. Nano Banana is officially on X. Listen, last thing I'll say, kudos to Google. Someone at Google is paying attention. They haven't been paying attention for fucking decades. Someone at Google is paying attention. They actually recognized that everyone was calling it Nano Banana and not Gemini 2.5 Flash. And they're leaning into it. And they're doing the Nano Banana Hackathon this weekend, like in conjunction with Kaggle, which I think they own. TikTok question. Contest. I just got here. What contest? Good evening, by the way. Good evening. If you go to kaggle.com /competitions, KAGGLE/competitions/banana. You've got the Nano Banana Hackathon, which, let me show you the page. There's the page, the Nano Banana Hackathon on Kaggle. Or you can just look it up on X. It's there on X. $400,000 in prizes. It's just this weekend. They're looking for apps that leverage Nano Banana. All right? And Nano Banana is just so fun to say. I agree. All right? Groovy. So go play this weekend. Go make some shit. It's time. I think the days, if you're an irregular, if you're someone who comes here a lot, I think the days of sort of discrete tool playing are kind of coming to an end. I think we're entering an era where our real skill, like the really skilled people in AI, are going to be able to bounce between tools and bring things together from multiple tools. That's harder, but I think it's important. So I would encourage you to start thinking about cross-discipline. Think about AI as 10 different team members that you sort of spin into existence to help you execute some larger vision. That's where I think we're headed. So, yeah, I'm just getting my head around it right now, but I think that's the new skill. All right. I think that's as we enter the sort of, we're out of 101, we're out of 201, we're now getting into AI 301. And I think AI 301 is you start to do some more sophisticated cross-functional AI workings. All right. Groovy. Hope you have a fantastic weekend. Hope you had fun tonight. Peace out. Have a good one. I'll see you Monday.